Hey people, it is Wednesday, August the 25th, and it is 12:02 in the afternoon, and it is an extremely oppressively humid 28 degrees, feeling more like the mid to upper 30s, and it will get hotter, getting up to 40 degrees with the Humidex and 33 degrees later this afternoon. And I'm here on Lower Spadina Street, just between Bremner Boulevard and the Gardner Expressway. And as you can see, it's quite busy here on Spadina. And I'll be walking north here along Spadina. And I don't think I'm going to make this light, and I don't feel like running in this heat. Take a moment, and that's looking west into the CityPlace neighborhood. This is the eastern border of CityPlace, and to the east of here is the South Core neighborhood. You can see Mr. CN Tower. And that wall kind of terminating this view is the Sky Dome. The lunch hour is upon us, so it might be fairly busy as we head further up into downtown. And there's the 510 Spadina streetcar. See, there is a dedicated right-of-way for the streetcars running down the center of Spadina. And there you can see a huge construction project called The Well. It consists of multiple high-rise buildings, all rising at the same time. And we're currently passing by the Canada House construction site, which is the last phase of the CityPlace development, which started 20 years ago. So dozens of towers have been built in CityPlace over the last 20 years, of varying heights and quality. And these ones here will be the tallest of the development. And they will rise upwards of 70 stories, the taller tower. There's another look at The Well. Those are residential towers just rising, and this is the office tower, which has topped out and is approaching its final stages of construction. And off to the west you can see Liberty Village, and then way beyond that, Humber Bay Shores. You can make out those hazy towers far off in the distance. And here we have the rail corridor. This is where GO trains, Via Rail, and the UP Express all use these tracks. And Union Station is up ahead to the east. Here we are, Front Street West. This is quite the long light cycle here. Seem to give priority to traffic coming off of the Gardiner Expressway over the people. And there's a look east down Front Street.
Yeah, you could have been where it's like, there could have been like the full.
So drivers are extremely impatient at these southern stretches of road leading onto the Gardiner Expressway. They're often in a big rush to either come in to the city or get out of the city. And they don't want anyone to get in their way, and if they do, they blast their horn. So now we're just heading north here on Spadina. No longer Lower Spadina, now it's just Spadina Avenue. There's multitudes of construction workers, probably on their lunch breaks. Oh, it is lunchtime. And this area is packed with construction projects. Here's Clarence Square Park. And here's another residential tower. I think this southern end of Spadina, we'll see a number of new towers. I'm not sure. I thought there was a proposal for this site here where this gas station is. It's one of the few remaining gas stations, along with the one across the street. And I have a feeling they are not long for the world. And there's also a proposal for this old liquor store here on the corner of King Street and Spadina. For, of course, another tall residential building. So this will be coming down in the near future. So here we are at King Street West. And that's looking into the bar and nightclub district along King Street. Probably the most active nightlife area in the city now. Of course, there are other nightlife areas spread around the old city core. And that's looking east through the entertainment district and into the financial district. I guess you could say the King Street nightlife district has its own particular vibe and flavor. It doesn't appeal to me personally, but there are other nightlife areas with different vibes, such as Ossington, Queen West, Yorkville, the Annex, and the list goes on, Church Wellesley. So not everything is concentrated in one area in a city this big. There are multiple neighborhoods offering something different to suit every taste. This is Mood Enhancing Cafe. Is that just a creative way to say that they're a pot store? Shroom Boost. Mood enhancing drinks. Well, at least they're trying something different in terms of their marketing strategy. Instead of just another pot store with a more typical name, like literally hundreds of others that have sprung up around the city.
I think Front Street.
So here's Adelaide Street.
Thank you.
Oh, there's cafeteria.
There you go, looking down an awesome canyon into the financial district. So there's a number of nice old historic mid-rise former warehouse and office buildings here on this lower end of Spadina. And most of them are being retained. This one has a development proposal to build a tower on top, but they will retain the original structure below it. And then once you go north of Queen Street, which is just a couple blocks ahead, the buildings do suddenly become quite a bit on the lower side, and then it moves into Chinatown. So I won't continue north. I've been through Chinatown a number of times in recent videos. So I will head east here along Richmond Street. There's Mama's Pizza. That's a local chain that's been around forever. And Burro Burrito, which is a burrito place I've never tried. Well, actually, it looks closed. I guess Burro Burrito is no more. It is empty. Maybe they have some other locations around the city. And here's the spacing store. This is an interesting store that has all kinds of Toronto themed books and literature. And some fun purchases. So if you're a tourist in town and you're looking to get some Toronto themed merchandise, this is the store to come to. Spacing, Toronto's city store. On Peter Street. Yeah, I've come through this neighborhood before and mentioned the never-ending construction noises. There are literally about a dozen towers underway here in this part of the city. All under construction at the same time within a very condensed area. See. And once again, in Toronto, no sidewalk goes unobstructed. How many times do I have to say it? But at least we get this interesting vantage point walking down the middle of the street. So sometimes the sidewalk obstructions do lead to some interesting things. And another development proposal for this Scotiabank Cinema Complex, which is the largest movie theater complex in the downtown core. Something like 30 screens. And it will be torn down to make way for a number of new towers. And a scaled down movie theater is also included in the new plans. So we'll be losing quite a few screens, but there still will be a theater on site. I don't know if some new screens elsewhere will pop up to replace those that were lost. And here's a look down John Street. And there you can see the front. This is a Michaels store. A very large Michaels store. And just up ahead here, they've done something interesting with this large parking lot. They turned it into this very colorful patio space. This is just a temporary measure. This parking lot is slated to be redeveloped into a new city park. But I think it certainly looks very nice right now as it is. I haven't seen the plans for the new park, but that's still a number of years away. Certainly beats the large expanse of dirty asphalt that was here before. And you get an awesome view of the thicket of condo towers as you're sitting at one of these pink picnic tables. Here's Duncan Street. Yeah. Yeah, a little camera, yeah. Yeah. That guy liked my camera. This Osmo Pocket does get its share of comments. People are just surprised at how small it is. They're crossing Simcoe Street. Lineup of cyclists. Here's University Avenue, so now we're heading into the financial district. Which would normally be quite bustling at lunch, during the lunch hour, with office workers, but as we all know, the majority of office workers are still working from home. Although a fair number have returned to the offices. But the financial district will still be quieter than it normally would be. North of University Avenue. Construction seems to have caused a bit of a backup here with the traffic. Here's York Street. So this is the more northerly side of the financial district. The bulk of it does lie to the south of here.
Middle of nowhere.
Here's one of my favorite vistas in the financial district, looking down Sheppard Street. Although that sun glaring might make the shot a bit less than ideal, but in any case, First Canadian Place terminates this view looking down Sheppard Street. I always thought that was pretty awesome. And I see they've taken the scaffolding and tarps down off of this old historic skyscraper. I guess they did a bit of a rehab on the building. To me, it doesn't really look much different than it did before, and I see up on top there's still some bricks missing. I don't know if those are yet to be repaired. I think this is one of the oldest skyscrapers in the city there. Of course, it's hardly a skyscraper by today's standards, but by the standards of the time when it was built, it certainly was. Come to Bay Street. So that's looking south into the heart of the financial district. Not sure where this ambulance is trying to go. Looks like it's trying to turn around. At least it took a wrong turn. fire truck is going to the same place where the ambulance was going. Alright, so we're coming up to Yonge Street. So this is where I'm going to wrap up this video. So hope you enjoyed the extremely sweaty and oppressively uncomfortable muggy walk. Starting from lower Spadina and heading northward up Spadina to Richmond Street, and then east along Richmond through the entertainment district and the financial district, ending here at Yonge Street. So leave a comment below and like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my new merch store. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.